let us start the lecture on wave function. Then what is this wave function? Before going to wave function, first of all we have to know about the particles. We know particles are basically two types. One is macroscopic particle and another one is microscopic particle. Yes or no? Then what is this macroscopic particle? Actually the particles which are seen to our naked eye, that is normal eye. In classical mechanics, we already study about macroscopic particle. That is the motion of a body, motion of a particle which is seen. Yes or no? In classical mechanics, we find out the position and momentum accurately and simultaneously. Just remember this thing. In classical mechanics, the position and momentum can be find out simultaneously and accurately. But in macroscopic particle, we can find position and momentum simultaneously and accurately. These particles are called localized particles. That is the particles whose momentum and position can be find simultaneously and accurately. It's called localized particle. Then how can we find out the position and momentum? Actually we can't say 100% that the particle is here, that is to a particular point, particular place. As we can't see those particles, so we can't say 100% that the particle is at a particular position. So we are here, we have to find the probability. What I say, here we have to find the probability. Then how you can find the probability? To find out the probability, first we have to know the particle. Yes or no? So as we don't know this particle, so let us assume that that particle have a wave motion. What I say? The particle have a wave motion. Wave motion. To explain this wave motion, we use a mathematical function. What I say? We use a mathematical function which gives the idea about the particle. That mathematical function is called wave function. That mathematical function, or we can say a representation of a particle. Representation. This also said as a representation. Representation of wave. That wave function is a mathematical function. Okay. The wave function is denoted as psi. Yes or no? It will depend upon position also, time also, and both position and time also. So this is our wave function. Then we have to study a representation of a wave function, which is given by Max Born. Wave function denoted by psi. First we have to write probability density. What is this probability density? This probability density is psi star psi, or you can write psi mod square. Then what is this psi star? This psi is our wave function. Then what is this psi star? This psi star is the complex conjugate of wave function. What is this complex conjugate? let if psi is e raised to minus a x square, then psi star is equal to e raised to minus a x square, because this psi is our real function. If psi is equal to a constant e raised to minus I k x, then our complex conjugate psi star becomes a e raised to I k x. This minus become plus. Complex conjugate. If the function is real function, then the complex conjugate is equal to the wave function itself. If there is imaginary I is there, then this sign changes. Okay, this is a complex conjugate. Then that is probability of finding the particle from x to x plus dx, that is psi star psi dx. Just remember this one. This one is the probability of finding the particle from x to x plus dx. We have to remember these things. Then total probability. That is from x1 to x2. Here we have to integrate. This is our total probability, and this is represented by capital P. This is all about the representation of the wave function. Then we have to discuss the properties of wave function. This is the main thing. In this, we are going to discuss the nature of a wave function, the property of a wave function. Okay, let's see. First one, psi is converging. So here you can say psi must be finite. First one is psi must be finite. That is, if you can say as x tends to plus or minus infinity, psi tends to 0. Psi must be finite, or wave function must be finite. Yes or no? Second one, psi must be single valued. Then what is the meaning of single valued here? Here just see, if the psi is not single valued, if psi is multi-valued, then what happened? If psi is multi-valued, then we got multiple probabilities, which is not possible. Okay, so our wave function must be a single valued. Then third one, psi must be continuous. Then no discontinuous in there in the wave function. Okay, then what is this? Just see here, what is continuous and discontinuous? Let a representation of a wave. This wave is continuous, but if we represent just like this, now just see here, particle is present in this region, but in this region there is no particle. Again particle is present here, which is not possible. Discontinuous does not allow here, continuous. Okay, that is particle always present. Particle present. Fourth one, dou by dou x is single valued and continuous. Then what does it mean? we know dou psi by dou x is actually the slope, yes or no? That is, slope is continuous. How you can say the slope is continuous? Just see, smooth curve, yes or no? This is smooth curve, slope is continuous. Then let's see the second one. This is not a smooth curve. Yes or no? A rapid fall, rapid rise. So this wave function is not allowed. Only this type of wave function is allowed. Okay. Then the fifth one is psi must be square integrable. And what is the meaning of square integrable here? Square integrable means integration from minus infinity to plus infinity psi mod square dx is finite. This must be finite. Then this is called square integrable. Okay. This is all about the lecture.